I'm going to do a 2-page layout. Let me get a little bit of tape down here. I don't know if it might be enough on here to keep. I'm using some Royal Close to My Heart cardstock here, and I'm using the back side of it. And let me see if we've got enough stick here. I think we might. So I think I said we're using the darker side of this. And I'm not sure if you all have ever heard of the Red Hat Society, but it started in Fullerton, California, which is the area where I grew up at, and I have some very good friends in still. But one of my girlfriends, her name is Marianne. She was welcomed into the Red Hat Society. You have to be 50 years old and not care what other people think, and you wear purple and red together like no one cares. So she was inducted that day by the actual person who started, and it's now something that's gone worldwide. And here's her beautiful cake. And there she is again, like, what's up? So these and a few other photos I'm going to use to document this. So let me get some things laid out. I need to replace my blade. Okay, so the pictures that I want to include over here would be this one, because Marianne is looking into the center of the page. And then we've got this one here. And then over here, I've got her making her smirky look that way. And there's that. Marianne is a pretty incredible person. She used to own a bridal shop. She started it from the ground up in Fullerton called The Dresser, and sold it several years ago and moved out of state. But she established that and did so well. She's a phenomenal designer. So I'm very proud of her. So what I've done now too is I have cut some circles. And with these circles, I kind of wanted to just bring them in to break this up. And I'm picking up the green off of the cake. And the color of this cardstock is called Limeade. And these are 3.5 inch, I believe, 3.5 inch circles. So I think I want that one. Let's see. I think I like it better there. Let's see how that comes together. Here's some other friends of mine that were in the industry. I was in the wedding industry for many, many years. So some friends of ours, Jane, a very good friend of ours, Maria was Marianne's lead seamstress, and unfortunately we've lost her due to cancer. Hate cancer. So I'm gonna put that down there. And what I've done, I want to show you 3 of these stamp sets that I've used, and you'll see in a minute what I'll show you what I've done with these. So this one is called Pretty Posies, and this one is still available. I checked before doing this video. This is the brand new one, and it's going to be so popular. I just know it is, because it has all these large numbers, of which I've die cut some of these out, so you'll get to see those. And it's called Let's Party. And this was an older stamp set, and it's still available still also. I said still like 3 times, didn't I? Anyways, this is called Another Candle. And I used the cake on this one, which I'll show you here in just a minute. So, and then what I did is I printed off the Red Hat Society. I felt like doing it off the internet, so I'm going to actually put the title up in here. So what I'm going to do is offset these. So I think I might do the white underneath, and offsetting just means it's set to the right or left just a little. And I'm going to do that there. You know what I mean? Let's see, it'll be a lot like that. And then this one will come off like this. And of course, we'll get it nice and neat. What I did with this is I did some paper piecing. Let me see if I can get this back out for you. This is on the Another Candle set. So I took this and I die cut this out. Then I stamped it again, and then I stamped it again. I stamped it once on green, which is the limeade cardstock. Then I stamped it again on red, and I fussy cut these out. And you want to, like on this green piece, I just sort of wanted to make sure it was within the lines. So it looks like it's actually a piece of this. And then I've put red up here on some dimensional dots. I'm thinking seriously about pulling in another one of a border here, setting it like this one in red. We'll have to see how it goes, but I'm almost sure I want to do that. Then, you think I've colored enough of these? Let me start placing these. And let's see. Let's do some around here. Okay, we're back. I finished up a few things, but I wanted to work on a couple things with you. So I have my candy apple ink out with a string on it. So this is Candy Apple by Close to My Heart. And here are my soft brushes, painting brushes, and I keep these in a container that I've marked regular ink because you don't want to mix up your regulars with your Distress Oxides. Not a good thing. So I keep a brush for each color family. So in this color family, it's going to be red, obviously. So what I want to do is kind of load up my brush. And I'm going to test it on this piece of paper just to see what I have. And that's nice and soft, like what I want. And remember, you can always go more, but you can't take, you can go more, do less. How does that saying go? You can add, but you can't take away. There you go. Finally got it. So let's do this in here, and we're just going to add a little bit of shading. Okay, and I'm going to do it again. Pounce off. I think I want a little bit more in that one. Let's go a little bit darker than the other flower. I think I like that. So let me show you how I wipe off my pens. I always keep a roll, this is a big one tonight, a big roll of paper towels. And I will always just rub my brushes. I don't ever put these brushes under water. Okay, it's coming out white, so I think we're good there. So I'm going to put that ink aside. Let me put my brush away. And now I'm going to go over doing, let me make sure I'm on here right. It's a little crooked. Let me see if I can fix you guys up. There we go, a little bit better. All right, so we have the purple flowers. We'll come back to this in a minute, but I want to do the purple flowers. And I didn't have an ink that I really liked for that right now, so I pulled out a my tri-blend markers. I tell you. So anyways, I pulled out my tri-blend markers. This is Lavender Blend. And what I did, as I did a couple of videos back, is I'm going to pull out the lightest end first. There's 3 different colors in here. Light, medium, and dark. So this is the light. Let's do just one here. On these, I've left the little dot on the inside open because I'm going to do that in a green pen. And again, you don't have to be terribly perfect on these because what I did with mine is I layered them, and if there was a side that I wasn't, you know, terribly careful with, I kind of stuck it under another flower. So now we're on the medium pen, and the medium colored pen I do flex with. So you don't want even lines, you just want some flex. Just fleck with your wrist, and I always fleck away from you. And then I'm going to come in with the darkest tone, the other end of the pen. And whoops, I don't think I got that one with the lightest one, or the flex. Okay. Now I've got the darkest end. And I'm staying more towards the center. Now we're going to come in with the lightest end of the pen once again, and this is just going to help blend things out so you don't have any harsh lines. And when it dries, you'll hardly be able to tell where those lines are at. And when you stamp these, I should also mention, because these are alcohol-based markers, is you want to always use, in this line, for Close to My Heart, you want to use the intense black. With any markers or coloring that you're doing, use the intense black ink. And I think I'm done right there. So what I would do is then cut. I just realized I did something. Anyways, we'll get to that in a minute. So then I would run these. I'd put the dies on them and run them through my machine. The next thing that I wanted to do with you is I've cut 2 of these, and I just want to layer them up for a little bit of dimension. But I first want to put red ink on one of them, and that was what I just put away. Forgot that I needed it again. And where did I put my ink? There it is. Just the slightest bit of color. Kind of blend it out to the sides so there's no harsh lines. There we go. So that little guy is ready to go. And then, let me wipe this off again. Just bring these back in. And I was able to get these all put down while I took a break from the camera. Let's see if I can get these centered for you so you can see them better. Put my craft mat away. Scoot everything over. See if I can keep you in camera here. Line these up. Okay, first let's put these 2 guys together here. I'm going to use some liquid glue for this so I have a little bit of wiggle room. Line these up. That'll just give me a little bit of dimension. And I can't figure out if I want it there or there. I think I'll put it here. Let me grab some foam squares here. See if this one's too big. Nope, just right. Oh, this party was so much fun. With all of us having been in the wedding industry, we knew right where to go for this beautiful cake. It's just phenomenal. Tastes just as good, too. A lot of times it'll look good but not taste great, and vice versa. So this baker had it all together. Okay, there is that. Then what I'm going to do is, you can see where I've cut out one of the, it's supposed to be the icing layers here. I think I'm going to cut it out here. Let's see how it looks. Although this is supposed to be the plate. Let me show you what I would do if I were doing this. So I don't want the black, I want this black line to show. So I am going to cut this out, fussy cutting it. And again, these are my, I don't want to call them worker bee scissors, but there's a name for them. They're listed down below in the description, cutter bee. And everything I use is going to be down there. So this, like this one up above, I would cut it with the black line showing. So, and this one I would cut directly on, you know, right below the black line. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Let me finish this and I'll come right back with you. Okay, I decided not to use it. I didn't like the way it was looking. We're just gonna leave this as is. And now I'm gonna come over to some of the stickers from this set. I wanna know at least use one there. And I'll show you what I'm gonna do. My little container here. This is a static remover, so I can put this on the back of the stickers, like this one, and put this on here, and it takes away the stick. So I can position these all around the sheet and not worry about them sticking. I can move them. So there's some little tiny stars. If I can get this in there. When I say little, little. I don't think there's going to be much moving these around, so let me get a couple and that's going to be it. Oh, there's one more big star. Doing things in threes, it's kind of the way you want to do it when you've got little pieces like this. And I don't like how close those are together, so I'm going to get my little knife here, kind of lift that up. There we go. And I still want something more up in here. See if I can use this, put some of my powder on the back of it. I like that. Maybe we can use, this one says party girl. Let's put this down here. I might have this one coming off the page. I think that's it. So let me glue these down a little bit more securely. Pull this off here for a minute. So you'll notice up here in my title, if you want to read about the background of the Red Hat Society, go online. It's a very interesting story. But this party was just, it was fun to have the originator of this be at the party. Unfortunately, she's not in any of these pictures. So what I did here, though, is I put the date, which was 2002. That is the best I could get it, which is another really good reason to document all your photos. I had gone from one computer to another, and it didn't pick up the dates, long story. But anyways, I did learn that it was 2002. And what I've done on this page is, let me take this off the Versamat. I don't know if you can see the dimension here. I cut out another one of the hats and I raised that up on some foam dots. And then quite a few of the flowers are on foam dots too. So there's that. And then on this sheet,